Usually, student felt chemistry is a difficult subject. The reason is that in their mind, it has so many formulas and structures and some calculations like molarity, normality, mole fractions, and sometimes the very important thing is that these all are in the similar nature, but this is the exceptional case. So these are the major things the people felt chemistry is a difficult subject. But these all things, how can we overcome and how we will learn the chemistry subject? So first, let us discuss how students feels chemistry is a difficult. You see, one of the examples I told formulas. One time they told that nitrogen is written as an N2, but magnesium is not written as an Mg2. Then they are thinking that why it happens. Like another one, sulfuric acid then can be called as an or written as an H2SO4, but sulfurous acid is H2SO3. Why the difference? And how it will be exist? One more example we take magnesium chloride. We are writing as a MgCl2, but not MgCl. But in the case of sodium chloride, we will be write NaCl as a sodium chloride. But in magnesium chloride, we write as a MgCl2, not MgCl. Why? So these are the basic things they are going to be confused how they will be right. And the second thing is that if any equation is there, they try to balance it. But of course, here we are showing the very simple equation N2 plus 3H2 gives rise to NH3. Like these equations, we can be balanced very easily. But if two more substances we are added in that reactant side or the product side, the balancing would be somewhat difficult. So then how can we do the balancing? And sometimes we are calling as a nitrogen as a molecule. Sometimes we are calling nitrogen as an element. So people are confusing whether N2 is an element or molecule, or what is the difference between molecule and compound. So like these questions will be arises in their mind. When it is arises, they need to get clarified. Otherwise, the confusion is going on, and still it will be overloaded on them. They are not resolving their problems. And one more example, you are saying that what is the mole, molarity, normality. When it is used, also confusing. So what I told now, those are only that simple uh, confusing elements to the simple confusing elements of the students. So then how can we overcome these all things and where to start our journey while studying the chemistry? So now we are going to be discuss where we will be start our journey. So first of all, what is the chemistry? So chemistry is a very simple by the definition. It is nothing but interaction of one matter with another matter and with energy. This is simply called as a chemistry. What the again definition is repeating? Study of interaction of the matter with another matter and with energy. So how can we understand? For example, in our home, we are preparing one recipe. You added salt, masala, and vegetables, and you are mixing together. Then you are getting one recipe. The taste it is there. For example, if you are adding more salt, it will be coming a more saltiness. If you are adding more masala, then it shows some hotness. So what will be happen while you are making the recipe? In the, all the constituents will be reacted to the each other, or some of the material which are the likely to be material, they may be react to each other and give us some flavorish taste. So however the taste may be varied for if you are giving the more heat or less heat, the cooking style also. So this is just one example. And one more example, for example, we are kept one iron piece or iron material outside, but in in atmosphere air is there, so it will be react with iron and it will form as a rust. This is also another example. So what we understand that one matter is react with another matter and with energy, it is called as a chemistry. Now the question is coming that what is the matter? So we are already previously discussed what is the chemistry. In the chemistry there is a definition, matter and energy are the terms. So now you will go to learn what is the matter. So the what is the matter? Now we are going to there. So what the definition of matter? Matter is anything. It has mass and occupies space. Means if you are taking the one chalk piece of chalk, it having some mass and it occupies some volume. And you are taking pen, it has some mass and it occupies some volume. Like book, whatever you are eating the food, so anything is anything, it has the mass and occupies some space. So now we will look some examples what is the matter and not matter. See, a water is matter or not? So we tell that it has a matter, it is a matter because of it has some mass and it occupies some space. Like sugar, it is also having mass and occupying some space. Love is not a matter, it is an emotion because of it does not have any mass and it does not occupy any volume. So this is the feeling. And happiness, this is also one feeling, it is not a mass. So these examples, why we are telling, because of we have to understand what is the matter. So matter means it has anything, it is anything containing mass and volume. So after matter, you have to learn the one more basic term, that is that substance. Okay, what is the substance? A sample of the matter, it has specific composition and chemical characteristics. So the definition is that a substance is a matter, but it has a unique properties like specific. That means it having the specific composition and chemical characteristics. For example, you are taking the sodium chloride. Sodium chloride means whatever you are taking the daily in our food, the salt. That salt usually are called is the NaCl. So it having the taste is the salty nature, and it is throughout. So if you are observing that sodium chloride, it is a whitish crystal, crystalline powder or white crystals. And if your taste, it is a unique taste in nature. And if you are dissolving water, it is completely dissolved. So these are the characteristics. And one more, oxygen. Whenever oxygen is uh, react with iron, it will be rust. It is the unique nature of the, it is the nature of the oxygen. So now the question is coming, what is the difference between the matter and substance? Now we are going to be the very closer differentiate between the matter and substance. Matter is anything, it has and occupies space, but it does not having this does not require any specific compositions and chemical characteristics. But substance has specific composition and chemical characteristics. We'll go with some examples. Here you see this is the copper bar and it is the gold. Just we just close together, and if you if you are observing these two things from very far, it is looking like to be a one substance. But looking is also different because of copper having the color is different and gold color is the different originally. But let us assume it is looking to be the same thing. Still, we cannot be called as it is a one substance, because copper having its unique properties and gold having its unique properties. Here you are observing these are difference by the two colors. So this is not a substance. This is not a substance. This we can be called as a matter. Now you are going to the next example. Now what I done, this copper bar and gold, I melted together and making a same like shape, previous shape. Now we can be called this copper gold is an alloy, and we can be called it as a substance, because the copper gold alloy having the unique strength at all at all points, and the chemical reacting nature is also same throughout the material. But in the case of individual copper and gold, it is not possible because of copper having the different characteristics and gold having different characteristics. So this example is also little bit confusing because of we are dealing with the copper and gold. So we are going to the our very simplest example, that is our kulfi. See, one of this is the kulfi. If you are looking, we cannot call this is the single substance, because these are made up with two. The ice cream is coated with a stick. The stick is different substance, and this is the ice cream is the different substance. So we can call this is a matter and with two different substances. So from this, uh, from the definitions, what we understand, every substance is a matter, but all matters are not substances. So substance, substance having unique physical and chemical properties or compositions. So this is the difference between the matter and substance. Now we will go to other basics. There is a type of substances. How many types of substances? There is a two types of substances. What are that? Elements and compounds. So type of substances will be discussing that next video. Thank you.